Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing kind of a first impressions tutorial with the new Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. And Urban Decay did send this to me in PR. I just went over to my parents' house to pick this up because I have all of my PR sent to their house. It came yesterday. Like I was saying, it came yesterday, but today was my first off day, and so I went over to get it because I'm so excited to get to use this. But it just says, "Spoil me, honey," hashtag naked honey. So this is what the box looks like that it comes in. And then this is what the palette looks like. It's kind of a bronzy gold color, and it has like the letters are raised on it, and it's kind of metallic. And then it has like a magnetic closure too. And then this is what the gorgeous shadows look like. And these shadows are definitely ones that I would use on an everyday basis, even though like some of these are more like yellow kind of orange type of shades. I just think that the colors are so beautiful and perfect for fall. So I hope that they live up to the hype. Thank you so much, Urban Decay, for sending me this palette. I cannot wait to use it and let you all know my thoughts on it. So let's just go ahead and jump in, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes first just because I don't know if this will have any fallout or not. And then also they sent me an Urban Decay primer potion, which I have another one that I need to use that they had sent me with another palette. So I think I'm going to bust into that one today. We'll go ahead and use this today to prime my eyelids. And then also this palette comes with a double-ended brush. And it just says Naked Honey on it. All of like the Urban Decay palettes always come with like a brush like that, which I think is nice. I really like their brushes that come with the palettes. With the primer potion, it's just like their normal primer potion. It's not any special one. And then I'm just going to blend that all over my eyelid. I think we'll try this color in Swarm. So I'm just going to put that color in my crease, and I'm actually going to use the little brush that comes with the palette, the blending side, and I'm just going to blend that in my crease. It's a really pretty warm, I feel like it's in between like a brown and a yellow. It kind of has a little bit of an orange kind of undertone, but it's not too orangey. Like, it's definitely a wearable color. Seems like it's blending out well. I feel like that has good pigmentation to it, like it was easy to blend out. For my highlight shade, I'm going to use this color Flyby. And this is kind of, it's not a matte shade, it does have a little bit of like a sheen to it. And it's just a really nice cream color. This is like my favorite type of highlight. This reminds me so much of the highlight that I use in my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. That highlight shade that I swear by. That's what this reminds me of. So I love a good highlight shade like that. So now for the outer V, I want to go with a darker brown. So I think I'm going to go in with Sting, which is the darkest brown in this palette. I guess I'll use the same brush that came with this palette, and I'm just going to pack that on the shader brush side. Oh yeah, that's a really pretty brown, a really pretty dark brown. And then I'm going to pat some of this over here on this eye. I'm just using my Morphe M506. I got a little bit more Sting on the brush, and I'm just going to blend that out in my outer V. I don't know if you guys can hear my neighbor's rooster, but it's crowing so loud right now. I feel like I said that and then it stopped. But it's like the middle of the afternoon. Yeah, I feel like that shade's blending out well. No fallout with that color. I feel like maybe they've improved their eyeshadows a little bit. I know that like some of their palettes can be hit or miss. Like I wasn't super impressed with the Naked Reloaded palette, but this one so far I'm really impressed by this palette. Like it's blending out well. I love the tones of these shadows. Like I feel like these colors are so on trend right now. I feel cheesy to say that. These are so on trend. But yeah, I do. I feel like they are on trend at the moment. And then I'm just going back with some more of that first color that I used in the crease, Swarm. I almost called it Warm, but it's Swarm. I'm debating on what gold I want to use. They have Golden and Honey, which are the two like most golden shades. And this color here is really pretty. It's really unique, I feel like. It's kind of like, let me swatch it. Yeah, it's like a golden bronze. It's really pretty. I'm gonna swatch Honey. Oh my gosh, like Honey is beautiful. I think I'm probably gonna use that one. Like, look at how pretty Honey is. I don't even know if on camera it's really showing how beautiful it is. And then Golden. Okay, so yeah, Honey is more of like just a straight up yellow gold, where Golden is definitely like a orangey kind of gold. So those are like the three kind of more golden shades in the palette. And I think they are beautiful. I feel like those two would pair really nice together. I'm just going to use this shader brush from Jane Ardell. And I could see where this shade is definitely going to have to be built up a little bit. Like it kind of is like one of those really glittery types of shades. I could see this one maybe having some fallout. Like for me, this is probably a color I would apply with a makeup setting spray, which I'll probably do that here in a minute. And this is one of those colors that probably applies better with your finger, like more intense. But it still looks really intense just going in with like 2 layers of it. Such a beautiful gold. Okay, I'm gonna use my finger. I do kind of feel like the shadow might be doing a little bit of a hard pan with like the swatch. That's why sometimes I do not like swatching eyeshadows, because sometimes I feel like it messes up eyeshadows when you swatch them. And I just really would prefer not to do that sometimes. My little trick to help shadows not to go hard pan is to take your eyeshadow brush and kind of like go upwards with the shadow to kind of like loosen up the eyeshadow so it doesn't do that. But it is a gorgeous color. I think that one's just really packed in the pan really tightly because it is like a more glittery type of shade. I think I'm gonna actually flip this brush over and go in with some of that shade in Queen and kind of put that sort of in the middle of my eyelid, just because that's gonna really help that gold blend with that darker brown. I'm gonna go back with a little bit more of Swarm and just make sure that the crease is blended out well. Now I'm going to go in with my liquid liner, and I'm just going to use my Physicians Formula Eye Booster pen in deep brown. Now I'm just going to clean up some of that glittery fallout from that golden shade. So yeah, I would definitely recommend to probably do your foundation afterwards, especially if you're going to use some of the shimmery, glittery colors in the palette. To save on time, I went ahead and did my foundation and filled in my brow. So I will link down below what I used on my face in case you are curious. And then I'm going to come back and finish out the rest of my eyes before I do my other like bronzing and blush and all that. On my lower lash line, I think at first I'm going to go in with this shade called Dip right here. Actually, it's called Drip, not Dip. And I'm just smudging that on my lower lash line with my Sigma Pencil E30 brush. And then I'm going to grab some of Sting, which is that darkest brown, and I'm just going to smudge that right out here, kind of connecting it with my liquid liner. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm just using a little bit more of Flyby. This might have just a little bit more of a yellow undertone than my Milani highlight, but it's kind of along the same lines as that one. And for my waterline, I'm just using my NYX Slide On Glide On pencil in Glitzy Gold. I need to sharpen this pencil. I'm just using my Tarte eyelash curler. And then for my mascara, I'm probably going to use like a mix of these two, my Flower Beauty, the Warrior Princess Mascara, and my Maybelline Lash Sensational. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera and then come back and we'll finish out the face. I ended up just using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I didn't use any of the Flower Beauty mascara. So for my bronzer, I'm going to be using my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the color Sunkissed. And I'm just going to first apply this with my Morphe M530 brush. And I'm just going to apply this to the areas of my face where I would kind of contour and kind of bronze. Like I'm kind of using this as a contour slash bronzer. And I do really like that eyeshadow palette so far. I mean, I know that one golden shade kind of hard panned on me a little bit, but I feel like if you just didn't swatch the eyeshadows, it probably wouldn't do that. Like I was saying in the tutorial, that's why I've got like a random hair. That's why I usually don't like swatching eyeshadow palettes, because I swear sometimes I feel like it messes the shadows up. I mean, because really, palettes aren't really meant to be used for swatching. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like the oils from your fingers really mess it up. I mean, I don't know. Some of you guys may disagree with me on that, but I don't know. So, I mean, I really liked the way that this eye look turned out, and I really liked how the other matte shades worked. So I'll definitely be keeping you guys posted on what I think about this palette as I use it. Maybe I can film a 3 looks 1 palette with it, or a 3 looks with just that one palette, like my 3 looks 1 palette tutorials. But I think I've just decided that, especially with my new work schedule, it really takes a lot of extra time to film those videos. So I'm not going to be able to film those as much as I have in the past. I'm really going to have to cut back and maybe only post like one of those videos once a month, or like once every other month, because it's just too much. And then it keeps me from being able to film other videos for you guys. I know some of you all might not like that, but it's just the way it is, and I'm sorry. I mean, YouTube is not my full-time job, and if it was, then I could spend more time doing that. So now I'm just using my Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. But yeah, I mean, I work a full-time job outside of YouTube, and, you know, I have other things that I do besides YouTube. Like, you know, I try to work out and obviously have a relationship with Josh and my friends and family. So, you know, I have to prioritize things, and I just might not be able to do as many 3 looks anymore for you guys. But I'm definitely still going to be doing, you know, my get ready with me's and videos like this for you guys. So yeah, no worries on that. Like, I'm definitely going to continue to post as much as I can. For my highlight, I'm just going to use my Wet n Wild Highlighting Platinum Bar. This is, I don't even know what what the exact name is for this, but it's just a platinum bar. And if you have like the Becca Highlight in Vanilla Quartz, this is basically the same kind of shade as that. So I just absolutely love, love, love Vanilla Quartz, and also this highlight. It's just a really pretty gold. It's one of my very favorite gold highlights. And I'm just blending that out with my Real Techniques contour brush. And I mean, I know that all of you guys understand, or at least most of you all understand, you know, why I wouldn't be able to film as many 3 looks as I have in the past, like my 3 looks 1 palette videos. But I just have to get that out there and let you guys know. And then I guess I'll go ahead and mist my face real quick. I probably should have done this before I did my mascara, but we're just gonna roll with it. So I'm just gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. And then once that dries, I'm just gonna use my fan to fan my face. Once that dries, I'll come back and we'll figure out what I'm gonna use on my lips today for this makeup look. Okay, I mean, I think with this look, you could wear like a darker lip color if you wanted to, because the eyes are pretty neutral, even with that golden yellow shade. But I think I'm just gonna go with a more nude color today. I'm first gonna line my lips with the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Liner in Matte's It. And then for my lipstick, I'm using this really pretty like brown taupe from Morphe, and this is one of their cream lipsticks in the color Shady. And this nude has just become my favorite, about dropped it, my favorite fall time nude. I just think it's such a unique color. It's one of those colors when you see it like in the tube or swatched, it kind of looks like poop because it's kind of a brown color. But I think it looks really flattering on the lips, especially with like these fall makeup looks. So yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy this kind of first impressions tutorial using this new Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. And like I said, I will keep you guys posted on my thoughts with this palette. Like I said, the shade did kind of go a little hard pan. It's not to the point where it has no pigmentation or you can't use it, but I think it's definitely like one of those shades you don't really want to swatch. So yeah, I mean, I really liked all the other shades that I used today, and I could definitely see myself getting a lot of use. Let me turn this down so I'm not blinding you guys. I could see myself getting a lot of use out of this palette, especially in the fall. I mean, I feel like this would be a good year-round eyeshadow palette, like with the tones. Like, it's pretty neutral, but at the same time, there's pops of something different. Now, do you need to run out and buy this palette? I mean, I guess if you already have shades like this in your collection, maybe you don't necessarily need to run out and buy it. But if you have been eyeing this, I do think it is a good palette, at least so far, what I've used with it. But like I said, I'll keep you guys posted. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe and make sure you click the bell to turn on your notifications so you will know as soon as I post a new video. But I hope that you guys have an awesome day today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.